been waiting too long, so I came back this time with a new song. Same old attitude, wanting y'all to sing along. What we talking about? Fill it up and put that thing on. Know we got that brown, holy water. Watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, bless it, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgia, rock it. Every Sunday at 7, yeah, you can't stop it. Like, share, follow, don't forget to comment. Getting baptized by every topic. Heard we the best, but I ain't the one that gossip. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, bless it, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, bless it, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, bless it, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it.
Yo, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Brown Holy Water. It's your boy Handsome Lie in the building. I hope everybody's feeling good, looking good. I hope everybody's Sunday is going great. Team, let's go introduce yourself.
Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Black Success, you know what I mean? Coney Island Zone, you know what I mean? 2940 with 2 nines on me. You know the vibes, man. Appreciate everybody that came out yesterday, you know what I mean? Showed love. Party was a success. Shout out to my man Lance Stevenson that popped out for me. Special from Long Island that popped out. Jen from Love and Hip Hop that popped out. Pop Smoke official DJ popped out. You know, that shit made a movie. Just appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Black Success. That's what they call me. Part 2 is coming up March 20th. Club Lotus. Part 2 of my birthday bash. My B-Day finale is Friday.
You act like a real
March
bad
20th.
bitch. You act like a drip bitch. You having
March
more than one
20th.
birthday?
You know what I mean? At Lotus. You know what I mean? Ladies free. Before 12. You know what I mean? Free hookah before 12.
Free hookah before 12?
Free hookah before 12
That's
for ladies in groups of 4.
It's a lot of stipulations.
Stipulations to it. You ain't just walking in there.
Can't get no smoke.
You ain't just blowing smoke out here. You know what I mean? But we gonna do some things. You know, we gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? Black Success. Birthday boy.
Shh, everybody.
Mad annoying, son. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Tanya. My voice is raspy as fuck because I told y'all I got sick. And no one wanted to believe me. But I'm here. And stop asking me why I ain't come yesterday. If I don't have someone to cover my shift, I can't not go to work. So that's why. I'm tired of telling people, why are you not here? I'm at work. Why you at work? I can't. I have no one to cover my shift.
That's facts. Me too.
And the
I had to
person
work.
that cover my shift is in Mexico right now. So I can't. It wasn't even something I could have worked out. She literally on a plane.
People got bills, man. A lot of people that wasn't able to make it, and that's A-OK. You know what I mean? Coney Island was in the building. Brown Holy Water was in the building. Kev definitely stole the show again.
I'm tired of him.
Yo, he stole the show again.
I'm tired of him.
He stole the show again. Amanda lost a shoe.
She lost her pro-black status.
Shalia fell on the. She was back. She was laid on the floor like this.
What?
She was on the floor like this. Like she was touching me, and then she was on the floor. I don't know
what
happened. I don't fucking know. She was just on the floor. It was fucking crazy. Ronnie was gone.
Always.
Ronnie was totally lost. I had to let him enjoy himself though. Like he was gone, but you know what I mean. I fuck with Ronnie, man. Ronnie a real dude, man. That's a real dude. I had to show him love. You know what I mean? Slide down a little bit more. Slide down a little bit more, cause we can see you. You know what I mean? We're not gonna tell you about the special guest that's in the building. Because,
what?
Yeah. We're not gonna tell you about that. But Preach, I'm looking at the. All right, forget it now.
What happened?
I couldn't see us for like a second, but now I see us and shit. So yeah, it was a lot of.
I'm mad I couldn't make it out, man.
No, but you had shout out to my man Corey.
Yeah,
it was Corey's birthday too, and that's your man. So gotta respect that.
And I had to work. It's bad, man. There's
and
a
you
lot
had
of
to
shit
work?
going on. I always work Saturdays.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Always work Saturdays.
That's a fact.
Man.
Your days off is Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, just let the world know my days. Let everybody how they can catch me. You know what I'm saying? I hear you.
Yo. So we're not gonna address the beautiful. Forget it. Go ahead.
Huh?
No. I was seeing something, and I'm not gonna see it.
They don't see that.
Yeah, I ain't see that. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Y'all want to start the show? We want to talk about what happened through the week, man. You want to talk a little bit?
Yeah, we could do that. Wow. Do you want to start off with Amanda falling for the white guy, the only white guy in the club?
I seen that.
Or you want to go with something else? I don't know how
We
you
can
want to
talk
do
about
this.
that at the end. Amanda, her little school teacher.
Okay.
Her little science teacher boyfriend. I ain't like that shit.
Nassau. He worked for Nassau.
He worked for Nassau?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Real quick, I seen the baby slap some girl.
He did?
She like tried to. It looked like she was taking a picture of son,
Mm-hmm.
but she put her phone like hit him in the face and he slapped her.
I mean,
so
that's
people
a-
trying to
that's a
say like
natural
he
reaction.
wrong for doing that.
No, that's
I
a
don't think
natural
he
reaction.
wrong because you wild and the flash was on.
No, that's a natural
The
reaction.
OD flash was on. You go like this and you tap him in the face. It looked like
But
people be doing stuff just to get a reaction out of people and be mad when they get the wrong reaction.
Yeah,
now they want
that's
to play
like-
victim.
That's like up in the air, you know, because you never know. I say to women, I got 7 sisters, so I usually tell them and to all women. I got a lot of female cousins too, and I say, yo, you never know what you're gonna get trying to hit a dude, assault a dude, or touch a dude. You know what I mean? You
That
don't
ain't
know,
it.
You don't know what reaction you're gonna get because everybody come from different backgrounds.
Facts.
Baby seemed like he had to defend himself. You know what I mean? That's why he
Yeah.
fights so good. He had to defend himself growing up. So any kind of touch could get the wrong reaction up out of him. You understand? So especially an unwanted touch or a out of nowhere touch. So it's like that's probably a natural reflex to him. So
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
like
not gonna
that
blame
shit.
him for that. Like he ain't just walking around and slapped her for no reason. You know what I mean? The way someone slapping a man in the butt at the party, but
Wow, it's a lot.
I mean, he was wild.
It was like
It was crazy. They
I thought
kissed and everything.
Freak Fest is coming back too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, they were tongue kissing and everything in the party.
Get the fuck out of here.
They were tongue kissing and everything in the party.
tongue kissing.
They were tongue kissing and everything in the party.
tongue
They
kissing.
were tongue kissing. I'm on repeat.
Tongue kissing.
Yeah, it was
Tongue
crazy.
kissing?
Shalia got her own stuff. I'm gonna save her for a different week. I can't.
Shalia,
do
I'm
them
gonna
both.
call you. I don't like
They
that,
can't
man.
be in the same week because it's
so much.
I can't
Did
do
you
it
get?
the same
Did you
week.
get film and pictures?
I got film and pictures of everything.
You caught everything.
I
I see you on
FBI.
stage too. You caught everything.
Oh yeah,
Good
I know.
view.
I was catching it. It was a great time. It was a great time. But yeah, baby, not at fault at that. Fuck that shit.
I don't really know too much other stuff that's really going on. I just seen that prior coming in. But you got anything? You hear anything? Real quick, touch on.
It's International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day. But I don't think anything crazy happened this week.
What do International Women's Day mean?
It's just a day to celebrate women.
I got another holiday.
Another one. There's
this is like the second Mother's
I
Day.
think-
right
Don't say right.
International Men's Day, I believe, is in August. You guys have a day. You guys most definitely have a day.
I did not know that.
Nope.
I posted my man on International Men's Day.
You post your man all the time.
No,
Shout
I
out to
posted
you.
him definitely on International Men's Day last year. I'll find the post. You guys have a date.
International Women's Day just mean what? Proud to be a woman?
No, it's just celebrating. It's just celebrating accomplishments of women, honoring women. You know, showing
I think
solidarity
we
to
do that
women.
every day.
And y'all have a day for it too. So don't even sit here like it
No,
doesn't
told we
happen.
celebrate women every day.
single day.
As you should.
Amen.
All right.
So I need
Like,
another.
arguing, I'm
Another
just saying,
say.
how you need a
How
day
you need another
if
day?
we do it every day? Yeah, that's what I'm.
We didn't ask for it.
That's how I feel about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys created it. It's not like they just
No,
handed
we
it
didn't.
down.
The United Nations created it.
United Nations.
You voted for that? Don't
They
you
don't
work at
create
United
holidays.
Nations?
United
Yes, they
Nations
do.
create holidays.
They create certain observances. There's literally a day for every day of the year is a day we celebrate something, and you'd be surprised it's the days that they have. You'd be surprised the days. I'll tell you what day it is tomorrow.
For
That
real?
they celebrate. They celebrate days like they have.
Yeah, we got a margarita day. They had the margarita the other day.
Damn.
You should have taken them to the taco spot.
I should have.
You didn't.
Shout out to Oni.
You dropped the ball.
Shout out to Oni.
Yeah, we could go there. Shout out
We
to
go-
Oni.
Shout out to Oni one time.
All right, yo, that's yeah, I don't think there's nothing else really to talk about. That's it. You got anything? I said the baby. She said Women's Day. You got anything?
Did I see anything this week that was funny?
Yes,
That was crazy. Was there people fighting or something like that? It was people fighting over diapers and tissue and stuff like that.
Diapers. and
Yo,
shit.
why is fucking hand sanitizer out of stock everywhere? Because of the whole Corona thing. Like, I think that shit's wild. Like, the fact that y'all even waiting out to sanitize your hands and wash your hands just says y'all motherfuckers are just nasty.
Facts. How that should
Because
be?
I have hand sanitizer in my bag. I just been had it. So I didn't need to go restock and replenish. But And that whole coronavirus shit is just
People retarded.
They're just too sensitive. These
You go
days.
out of
could
stock
tell
with hand
anything.
sanitizer, but niggas been dying from AIDS and condoms just overflowing. And then
That's a fact.
condoms in that store. You
Yo,
never go out of stock.
condoms ain't never been sold
I
out.
never walk in the store and be like, there's no more condoms.
That's a whole
It's
fact.
always a whole
condoms
2
ain't
hours of
never
condoms.
been sold out.
I ain't
son.
never walked in the store and they say no
Yo,
more
that's
condoms.
some crazy shit, yo.
It's fucking the
Condoms
media,
ain't
man.
never been sold out, yo.
It's the media, son.
That
They
is
make people so
fucking-
crazy.
89
That's
people.
all, like,
Listen,
And they selling sanitizer
No,
for
but
like
did-
$15,
But
$20.
did
now.
you know? Did you know the survival rate for coronavirus is 96.6? So you can't
true.
die.
that's true.
Yeah.
You can't die. Like you're not gonna die. Like you're
20
gonna beat it. You
You
gotta catch it.
You
and
gonna
then
catch it
beat
and get sick. Yeah, it's like
20,000
chickenpox.
people died last year from the flu. 89 motherfuckers not even died are infected with corona. Y'all buying hand sanitizer now,
It's
motherfuckers.
crazy, yo. That's why I
Because
said people
because the
always
news
overreact.
told you to be afraid of it.
Yeah,
Using
they
words
always
like we
overreact.
have to quarantine them. That shit happens
Now
with a
people
lot of
all
diseases.
scared of all the Asian people and stuff.
They beat up Asian people.
And y'all
No,
need to stop
and y'all
that.
believe anything. It came from China. You believe anything they fucking say, yo.
Population control.
How do you track that? How do you track, hey, coronavirus came from this region?
I guess if the first case started there, I
It
guess
doesn't
that's
even
what
matter.
it
So
says.
where the fuck did AIDS come from? Because they like to say AIDS
They
came
try to
from
say
Africa.
Africa, yeah,
How? AIDS came from two gay motherfuckers. It ain't come from.
Wow.
That was the belief.
That was the belief.
That was the belief that AIDS came from
That was a gay man.
motherfucker.
It was a gay man's disease.
Yeah, they
you
called
know,
it was GRIDS before it was AIDS. It was gay related immunodeficiency syndrome.
Yeah, it was.
They
thought
thought
it was
only gay
right.
people
That
could
was
have
the
it.
that was the
It was
belief
thought to be a belief.
for decades.
That was the official medical term
for
for it.
decades.
Gay related.
Yeah,
Official
gay
medical
related.
term.
Usually, if you have AIDS, the first thing they're gonna ask you in the doctor office
Is if you're gay.
Are
what
you-
type of are you
you
gay?
gay?
Like, are you sleeping with a man or a woman? Like, what's going on? So that was the thing, and it probably didn't even come from that. You know what I mean?
Came from a doctor's needle, boy.
That's what
Woo!
I'm saying.
Put it into
So, you know what I
somebody.
mean? They fucking
But,
tell you anything here, man. For real, America's crazy.
Since you started touching on gay,
Damn, okay.
that segue
Okay.
into our first topic. There.
That
That
was
segue
good.
into our first topic. We're gonna talk about homosexuality in children's content. You know, like you see, I'm pretty sure everybody see what's going on. Like they making it more and more
Visible.
definitely visible, and it's definitely acceptable. But now they're trying to enter it into like schools and children's cartoons and stuff like that. So, what do you think about that? Do you think children should be exposed to all sexuality at a young age in their in their cartoons and stuff like that?
Nah, I think we're confusing the fuck out of them. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of like dinner. You know what I mean? Whenever my mom made dinner, she made like rice and chicken or whatever. Maybe I was in the mood for pizza, but dinner was rice and chicken. So it's either for tonight, if you wanted to eat, it's gonna be rice and chicken. Like, you know what I mean? That's it. There's no other options. Like, so I feel like giving kids all these options, especially at a immature mindset and immature frame of belief of what is and what isn't, you're confusing them within a sense. You're confusing the shit out of them, and it's making them want to explore. It's kind of like you're trying to push them towards that more than you're educating them as far as what that universe is. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're confusing them, and you're making them want to explore within that or accept this instead of giving them instead of letting them be the natural being. And if that's who they are, then that's who they are. But I mean, with cartoons, that's great. Cartoons supposed to be fun. Like, I remember Power Rangers, Care Bears, like those was fun cartoons.
Yeah, I didn't see too much.
It wasn't no dudes kissing no dudes on that, or no chicks eating no cat. So I just don't understand why now it's gonna be a character that is attracted to the same sex and saving the world. Like, what the nigga? Which one you doing? Like, which one are you fucking doing? Like we like Superman because he saved the world. We ain't like him because who you fuck. I don't know who you fucking.
Lois Lane.
You know what I
Lois
mean?
Lane.
He's barely fucking her.
He never fucked.
They never went on a date.
He's super quick.
Yeah. They never went on a date. Like, you know what I mean? He just had a crush.
Yeah.
But it was never, with cartoons, there was never no sexual anything. So now we're going to have someone, a character, that is 100% sexual with the same sex. Sounds like an agenda to me.
It definitely sounds like an agenda. I'm going to have to agree with you there. I think because we're more and more accepting homosexuality that they're trying to expose it to a young age to make it seem like it's just the normal thing. And not saying it's not. You could choose, like you said, at an adult age to be whoever you are. Yeah. But as a child, it's like innocent. Just showing them like two men kissing, two girls kissing, anything. Like they grow up already in your mind. You're going to believe a girl's supposed to be a boy. And now if they start feeling somebody different as they get older on their own, then fine. But at an early age, like you said, like that's like not hypnosis, but like subliminal, like a subliminal message you throwing in. Yeah. So if I like this cartoon, I like this cartoon a lot, but now the character's gay and it's doing like gay stuff, I'm gonna be like,
you're gonna want to be gay.
I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's gay.
Because we all tried the people elbow, we all did the rock eyebrow.
You know what I'm saying?
We all did the Hulk Hogan shit like this. So the motherfucker touching dicks. Now all of a sudden,
you learn what you see.
Hand,
you learn what you see. So you making that.
Now the teacher making
special
phone calls
and making that like super cool early. Like I said,
you know when the teacher can't explain it on the phone, it's serious shit.
I need to see you in person. He did something. I just really have to talk in person on the pickup. Wait, what do you do? No, it's not terrible, but we'll explain in person.
The teacher gotta talk to your parents in person. Yeah. It's serious shit. If they can't say it on the phone, it's serious shit, son. Y'all confusing these little motherfuckers, man.
Tanya, how you feel?
I think there should just be no sexuality, period.
Absolutely.
Like, especially with these little babies when, like you guys rightfully said, as young as they are, even with same-sex stuff, it could have them, I'm sorry, opposite sex stuff. Even with opposite sex stuff, if you put just the idea of sexuality in front of kids too early, they're going to want to experiment, whether it's with the same sex or the opposite sex. And we've all had conversations about our kids being prematurely put in sexual positions, and, you know, it opens them up to so many other things happening to them. So I would just like the absence of sexuality altogether. Now, I can get to some extent, I can get the idea that they're doing the whole representation, and a lot of people who claim they were of a certain sexual orientation knew from very young, and it's an easier conversation to have, and now people were bullied because they weren't seen as the norm, because the norm is boy and girl, and anything that wasn't the norm open them up to bullying. So their idea is if we let them see everything, is going to minimize bullying. My thing is, I rather them see nothing. Like, don't do impressionable shit on them until they get to a certain age, at least late teenage years, at least when they've come through puberty, coming into adulthood, bodies developing, actually having full-fledged sexual thoughts. So okay, we're going to represent it a little bit, but it doesn't even have to be full-fledged. You don't have to be kissing, you don't have to be hugging. There's a few shows on Netflix where you do know that the characters they're in same-sex relationships, but it's still not forced down your throat. But to put that shit prematurely, like, kids on Sesame Street, like, Sesame Street is about eating cookies, watching people motherfuckers do garbage, watching Elmo do the shmoney dance, and counting. Like, you know, like, I just think it's not when they're so young. Like, and I mean no sexuality, not my sexuality, to prefer sexuality. It's none, just none.
But you said that they do it because they think exposing them to everything is going to minimize bullying? Yes.
So, okay, for example, let's say the idea is boy and girl. If I am in school and I start, you know, liking either girls or I'm a male and I like either boys, it opens me up to bullying because now I'm a faggot. I get bullied. That's a real thing. It happens.
No, we understand that.
So their concept is, let's not make homosexuality something that's over here. Let's just put it all together, which is why they want to do these things from young.
Which totally makes sense. I get that part. Like, for adults, I get it.
And that's what I said.
But for kids, it's like, if racism isn't going anywhere, bullying isn't going anywhere.
that's
It is an
very true.
action. It is a feeling. It is an emotion. It's not going to. You can't eliminate bullying. There's nothing that you can do. Nothing you could create. I don't care what school you went to. Racism and bullying is going nowhere. Because it's how you feel.
Yeah.
You understand? You might feel like my race is better. That's it. You understand? Like I was having a conversation with Prince. Shout out to Trooper Fitness, and I went there a couple weeks ago on Black History Month, and we was talking about racism, and a few people was trying to figure out what is a racist. And you know, everyone gave their description, and blacks can't be racist, and And I'm like, listen, you're mixing up two words. You're mixing up racism
And
with racist. Racist is an individual thing. Anyone could be a racist. You know what I mean? As long as you think you're more valuable than that race, you're racist. You know what I mean? If
That's
you
a
feel
fact.
like you're more I'm
Just because of the race, yeah.
only black people lit. That's it. Nobody else is lit. That's racist, my guy. Period. Like there's no debating. Now racism, the systematical depression, and taking cool. That's racism. You know what I mean? But don't mix up the two words. It's like being a sexist. You're against a sex.
Yeah.
Same thing. Racist. You're against a race. Very simple concept. Very simple concept. You understand? So I just feel like a lot of times they're trying to get a point across. That's never going to get across because you're talking about kids. You're talking about mindsets that are not really there yet. It's not developed. You can't really feed them all these things and think it's going to work out the way an adult mind is thinking. You're an adult
That's
coming
very
up
true.
with this. You understand?
Yeah.
A kid not going to dissect it the way you are, you know? So, black success, man. Y'all already know.
What about like you said, high school now? Like if they had like a LBGTQ curriculum teaching, you know, do you think that they should mix like sexuality into education now? Because you know how they do like what's that, like health class, sex ed?
Yeah.
Like, do you
That
think
could be a
that
part
be
of
a
health.
part of the
That could
sex
be-
ed?
I'm
That could
okay
be a
with
part
that.
of health.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with because it's age appropriate.
Yes.
One, it's from an educational standpoint, as to not do confusion. So I'm okay with them putting it in the curriculum, as in this is something that is in the real world. The idea of going to school is for you to go into real world situations, like to prepare you for the world. And if this is something that's becoming more and more prominent in the world, it should be in the curriculum. But it's not to these goddamn babies.
Yeah.
Not to the babies.
And in high school, motherfuckers definitely fucking,
Yeah.
if not pregnant already. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's-
speak on it.
Yeah, that's true. And everybody, I mean, a lot of experiences happen in high school and college.
A
and stuff too.
lot of experimentation happens in high school too.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't talk about it, but they experiment in high school.
Yeah.
So I think it would be.
So you would support a curriculum?
I think it would be appropriate at that age and at
Yeah,
that stage,
that'd be
and
cool.
it should be something that I'm pretty sure once it's in the curriculum, it's gonna be at least well placed out and it'll be well thought out. Let me back it up. I would hope it is well thought out.
It should just be an educational standpoint
Yeah.
to help you decide. Maybe you was thinking, hey, maybe I'm gay, and then now the education made you say, you know what, I ain't gonna mess with this gay shit. You know what I'm saying?
You find out,
education is out
you get real stats, just like
Yeah.
how we address rape, how we address STIs and give people numbers. You can also talk about people who have been murdered because they were of their sexual orientation, and why it's important to respect people's sexual orientation. That part I'm okay with. There are people who get killed just because they're gay,
Yeah.
like for no other reason other than the fact they're gay.
Yeah. That's
You know, people or somebody cross dresses because this is their choice, and they're being bullied because of what it is. So if we can put it in the curriculum the way we put all other negative things that happen you could face in the real world, I'm okay with it. Just older children.
And there's a lot of people doing time in jail for going against gays as well. So let's also put that out there.
True.
Like my boy Mousy, two gay dudes tried to jump him downtown Brooklyn. So he was beating up one, the other one tried to jump in, so he pulled out a knife. And now he's doing 20 years.
Just for pulling out a knife?
Yep, 20 years. Mousy.
That's why you gotta act like you gay too when the police come.
That's a fact.
It goes from like a hate crime to like a lover's quarrel.
It went straight to hate crime, and it's fucked up. You know what I mean? So the gays got a lot of power, man.
Unfortunately.
And not that they shouldn't have it, but you gotta look at each situation different. Like two
They
against
shouldn't have
one.
more than everybody else, but that's another conversation.
That's another
Listen,
conversation.
I can send my son to school in a dress, and no one is allowed to question it. He's accepted.
They better not.
But I gotta cut his dreadlocks off because he can't graduate because he has fucking dreadlocks. But I can send him to school in a dress. His sexuality has more power than his race and his natural being.
And that could be religion too.
We're in the
So his braids,
that
his
too.
dreads could be religion.
We're in a country that we're allegedly supposed to have freedom to practice whatever religion, and it's not always true. And then for the most part, we have 50 states. It's 2020. Oh, the fourth state just finally made it illegal to discriminate you against your natural black hair, and it's very specific to black hair. So shit like dreadlocks, cornrows, afros. People are getting fired over this shit. But I can send my son to school in a dress.
Yeah, man. Hate it here. All right, we're gonna get off of the homosexuality stuff right now. We're gonna leave that alone. Yeah, we don't seem like we keep touching on parents and stuff. I'm prepping y'all for like parenting classes and stuff. So thank me later when y'all finally do it.
You should.
All right. We're gonna continue with the sexual part kind of. When you think is like a good time to have a birds and the bees talk with your child?
I'd say honestly, at puberty, like a puberty age, and then this is like, I'm talking 9, 10, 11. Like
9,
you
10,
gotta.
That's kind of early.
I'm saying like at
But you never know. You know what?
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just
know.
and let me finish. Like the
Yeah.
reason why the conversation needs to be had. I think a lot of us don't want to say stuff because we think if we say it, it's gonna make somebody want to do it, and that's not always the truth. So I would say, let it be known that these are, as your body is changing, you're gonna start having more and more feelings. Like these are things you're gonna notice. Like your breasts growing, you're getting pubic hair, and all these things that your body's literally preparing to have children. So sexual feelings come with that. By time 12, 13, your children are masturbating, boy and girl. So for you to push the conversation way back because you're thinking, oh, I don't want them to get into sexual activity, they probably already are. Some parents talk to their kids at 18, their kids been fucking since they were 15. And with the hope of, well, I will have the conversation at an age appropriate time because you're 18, you're an adult, and they really ration it out because I think it's hard for a lot of parents also accept their kids are growing up and their kids are moving into the sexual zone, and then especially Black people, sex in itself is a taboo topic. Period. We just don't even want to talk about it sometimes with our friends as adults. You don't want to hear certain sexual things your friend does with your partner. It's like, yo, there's too much information.
Yeah, because some of y'all eating ass and shit. And
but what I'm saying is, like, the conversation should at least be open. I'm not saying go give your 9-year-old a condom. Hey, just so you know, you're gonna be fucking to hold a condom. But at least you should at least open the floor to, introducing slowly, like, sex is something real, something you're gonna deal with, and it is something you will also enjoy because a lot of kids get touched because the nasty ass fucking adults are touching them in ways that they're like, and they're liking how they feel, but they also feel confused because it's like, this is something I shouldn't be doing. So everybody parents differently. I just believe that the conversation should be had earlier than it's normally had in our community. And I got friends who've never even had conversations about sex with their parents. Their parents just hope that they turn into good adults. But they've been fucking since they're 12, 13, 14, people getting pregnant early. Like you gotta put it on the table and let your kids know this is you gotta be open to the conversation at least. But don't think that if you talk about it, your child will do it. That's so false. There are a lot of people virgins till they're 21.
I kind of agree with you. When you said 9, 10, I don't know. I feel like that was too young, but now I'm thinking about it. Probably preteen is like the best time to introduce or have that conversation because you look around, everything is mass sexualized. So they're already getting exposed to it. So you got at least, and they already, like 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they're already playing around, having girlfriends, boyfriends. We getting married at lunch, stuff like that. The shit that kid be telling me, I'm like, damn, like soon we definitely gonna have to tell him like, well, son, yeah, that's pussy.
Let me tell you what your dick gonna do.
Tell you what you gonna after you get married, how you gonna consummate this one day. Nah, but for real, like preteen, I think the preteen age is probably like the appropriate age to introduce like the conversation, just
At least start
sexuality, you know, because hey, he's waking up with erections and stuff, man. Like it's just gonna happen, like so you gotta at least let him know what's up. And I ain't say like she said to go get a condom, walk with a condom now because you got I don't mean just because you know about sexuality that you're supposed to be having sex and you're gonna have. Like, say that for adult age or whatever, stuff like that, or high school.
Have the conversation. It's something you do with somebody special. Like, let them understand it's a big deal. It's a big step.
I don't know. I think for me, I would say 13 because
that's right on the same age. 12, preteen.
9?
No, not 9.
Yeah.
I said preteen, like 12, 13.
I mean, the first number was 9.
Yeah, 9.
So
I'm gonna say 11 because that's people coming to puberty.
I'm gonna say 13, and I'm gonna say that for a specific reason because what I've noticed in my experience with kids is that age is a big thing for them, and your child is gonna act totally different from when they're 9 to when they turn 10. That like double digits fucks them up. So when it comes to teachers, whoever teaches 4th grade, which I used to do, that's probably the hardest grade to fucking teach. And that's a grade that they decide how many jails to build. Because off of those city test scores, that's how they decide, all right, cool, we got a potential 80,000 more motherfuckers coming over here. You understand? So there's an identity crisis from 9 to 10 because you're going into the double digits. And then there's another identity crisis from 12 to 13. So that teenager, I'm a teenager, it fucks them up too. So I would definitely say 13 is the appropriate age for me to have that conversation and break the ice and really, converse with them a little bit about that. I think they will feel more comfortable too at that age. I think too young might throw them off. Like, why are you having this conversation with me? Like, I think, are you saying I should be doing this or shouldn't be doing this? Or it might throw them off on what they should or should not be doing action-wise. But I feel like most kids know what they shouldn't be doing and what they should wait for a certain age to fucking do. So, yeah, 13 is when I would even entertain it with one of my nieces, nephews, or my future child.
I think the conversation should be an ongoing one, too, because I find that is either parents never had the conversation with you, or they probably have it one time. And then it's like, okay, well, my work here is done. I had the birds and bees conversation in parking lot. I think it should be something that's like encourages an open dialogue to some extent. Like, kid, if you have any questions, you're confused, you're feeling something, you want to talk, come to me. And I think you should also revisit the topic whenever you can. But like I said, I've 2 people in the comment already said their parents never talked to them about it. It's just, I just think it got to be an ongoing conversation, and it has to be something that's revisited, and it's got to be something that's at least known in your house to be. It's not uncharted territory to have certain conversations with your parents or bring stuff to them.
Okay.
And stuff like, and I think when kids don't feel something is being held back from them, they're less tempted to go touch and feel and play with the stuff. Because if I can come in my house and have I won't say open conversation about sex itself, but it's not like it's not like if I open a conversation, everybody's gonna start running like they don't know what's happening, or they're gonna avoid it, or they're gonna just they will feel that you're not trying to talk to them. I find that children are more likely to avoid certain shit because it's not something that's in their house that's held back or some super secret. Mm-hmm. It's just, that's how I feel about it.
We sticking to parenting. Cursing in front of your kids, yay or nay? How do you feel about parents that do it, or would you do it?
I mean, your kids are usually a reflection of you. So if you curse in front of your kids, you can't.
You think when you have kids, you're not going to curse in front of your kids?
Well, I barely curse now. like on a regular day to day, the way I speak, I barely curse now. I
Okay.
speak proper at home. You know, I only curse.
Proper. In front.
I only curse to certain people. You know what I mean? Because I meant to say that word. You know what I mean? It was an expression meant for you based on what I was telling you. You know, but yeah, I mean, when you have kids, you got to, you know, everything matters. I feel like when some people have kids, they try to differentiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm an adult, you're a child. Yeah, but no.
Not as I do.
That really applies though, because you're an adult.
Yes and no. You know what I mean? You're an adult, but if you do things in front of your child, you're exposing them to those things.
True.
Now you can't control what you expose to them and what they do with it compared to what you give them. You know what I mean? You are whatever is embedded in you. So are you embedding curse words? Are you embedding broken relationships and broken homes and fucking and you know domestic violence? Like what are you giving them? What are you letting them see? Because most kids, they still grow up talking about that shit. Oh, my dad used to beat my mom. My mom used to sell pussy for fucking crack. Like niggas grow up still talking about that. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it ever leaves them or they was able to differentiate. They were just stuck with them. So what are you gonna give them?
I don't think it's. I ain't gonna say anything. I don't think there's nothing wrong with cursing in front of your kids, but not to your kids or at your kids. I think that's a little disrespectful.
But if you're cursing in front of your children,
I ain't say all day. I ain't say you on Richard Pryor, motherfucker, fuck, bro.
But
if shit come out,
kids from the age of 1 to 5, they're just soaking everything.
That's a fact.
They don't know what's going on. They're soaking everything in. Mm-hmm. So from 1 to 5, they're gonna regurgitate everything you do. So if that's what you're doing, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna think that's normal. They're gonna go to school and call people faggots and bitches and hoes and not know that they're doing anything wrong. My daddy talk like that. What the fuck you talking about? Daddy and mommy talk like this. Bitch. Fuck talking about bitch.
It's called.
So you got. I mean, you got to also understand that too. You know what I mean?
Listen, it's called indecent language for a reason. It's simply not decent. And kids are like you're not gonna walk around your job when your district manager is in there and just be cussing out willy-nilly. You're not gonna do it as an adult. So why are you gonna go home and let everything come down and try to teach your child it's okay to cuss? It's not. Like, I be around people's children and sometimes I get you know, casual conversation, maybe one curse word will slip out and he may like, yo, oh my god, I'm sorry. Because I don't even feel it's right to have certain conversations in front of children and use certain language in front of them, because I do not want I don't want no child, period, thinking this is okay language to use casually. Because you can't control when these babies are going to say what they're going to say. And then kids are a reflection of you. Imagine your child in school. You hear the stalwart parent PTA meetings, a whole bunch of shit, and your kid just can't even control their language at a basic level.
Well,
to speak into adults.
Just because you curse in front of your children don't mean your children don't grow up cursing.
Which is very true. My father cussed like a goddamn sailor. I cuss like a sailor now, but when I'm in certain spaces... They know it's a bad word. You tell them. They do know it's a bad word, but that's still not an excuse to continually use it. You still... If it can be known as a bad word, and if you have a moment, because you're a human, you're allowed to have moments, and you say something, you blurt it out, it should be something like that's one-off. It shouldn't be a regular. It shouldn't be a norm. It should not be something they hear every day. Like, even the music you play in your car. I know parents that don't play certain songs because of certain words that are used in it. And we should not normalize we should not normalize certain types of conversations, especially with children. They're impressionable and they will do it back at some of the worst times. And as an adult, I know a lot of people be embarrassed too when their kids start speaking a certain way, because it reflects on you as a parent. Like, why your child can't even be respectful? Please and thank you's words they should know, not fuck you and bitch.
That's my favorite.
A lot of these kids don't say please and thank you, but they can definitely cuss like fucking sailors. You're fucking up as a parent.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, they ain't saying please and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, bitch.
Dickhead.
Dude is funny, man.
What What's the appropriate age for the first date?
For the first date?
Let your child go on the first date.
Like by
Go,
themselves,
like, go by
unsupervised or supervised? Because very supervised dates.
I never went on no supervised date.
yeah.
That's like white people stuff.
16. I'm gonna say 16.
16? That's a good age.
For boys or
See,
girls?
16 is serious.
For boys or girls?
For
Boys or
boys
girls?
and girls. 16.
16?
16.
Your son
Is
probably
a
gonna
good
go on a date
number.
before 16. You don't think so? 16 is like sophomore year, junior year, right?
10th grade.
Freshmen, they outside. Like,
They not going on dates.
they go to movies. Nah, they gotta be
They
dropped
go
off.
with the parents dropping them off and then
But that's
picking
what
them
I'm
up.
saying, kind of supervised.
So if
It's
you
not,
talking about leave and come
These
home
day
on
and
your
age,
own,
these motherfuckers probably in Ubers and stuff now. It's different from us now.
this is a fact.
They can be
The
like,
times
oh,
have
we're gonna Uber
changed.
to the
But
movies
for
and
my
Uber
kid,
back.
my future little baby, is
16?
That's how we gonna be
16,
moving.
you gonna let them go?
Leave on your own, come home on your own. 16. I trust you.
Son and daughter.
Son and daughter, 16. Daughter, I might go pick you up though. You know what I mean? Daughter, I might go pick you up. It's on the safe side.
Son, you might go pick him up too, the way the world is.
Nah, son will be alright.
Nah, the world.
He gonna be alright. He gonna be an MMA fighter. He gonna be alright. His shit gonna be right.
That's what you feel too, 16?
I think, how I feel about this. I say supervised, 15, 16, unsupervised, 17, 18.
When you say supervised, you mean like
Supervised as
dropping them
in
and staying
as
there?
in the your boyfriend or girlfriend can come over to the house where there's somebody home. You know, y'all could sit, y'all could watch movies together, y'all could play games, y'all could be in each other's company. You'll have your privacy, but you're not gonna be out in nobody's in somebody's parked in some park somewhere or like I don't want you to. I wouldn't want that because you're still a child and I still feel a certain level of responsibility for them, and I just don't want kids too young, too late, outside, unsupervised. Or if you want to go to the movies, double date with your older sister.
What
Like,
age?
But it's not you completely by yourself.
What
Like,
age you allow them to go to the room?
The room.
Close the door.
Close the door. I say 17.
You let them go 17 a year later?
17, 18.
Close the door? Daughter and or son?
I say 17. I would say 17. It's
Not
close
in
to
my house.
18.
My daughter gotta move out to close the door. She ain't gonna be sucking no
Nigga,
dick.
close the door.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not in my
Close the door?
You know,
You just fucking do it.
you know what movie that is? Not on my watch.
No.
Not in my town. You don't know what movie that
But
is?
again,
What
like,
the hell, my nigga?
you be some kids
Oh,
are just not.
man, you
I
gotta
seen
get
it,
cable.
bro.
You gotta get cable.
Damn.
Fucking retarded how you move that.
I say 17. I stand by 17.
17, close the door.
My daughter's never closing that door.
Your
You
son
gotta
can close the door?
At 18, yeah, you know what?
18? Yeah, that's
Crush that. Crush that, my G.
18, you about to go to
I'm
college.
rooting for him, too. Yeah.
18, your daughter can't close the door?
Nah, she can't close the door.
If she
gotta
had a
do
steady
no-
boyfriend, she could close the door.
She can't
That's-
close the door. She
If
not.
she has a steady, it ain't gonna be like different nigga.
I
in
don't
my
give a
house.
fuck what you
18?
talking about. At 18,
She
my
about to go to college.
daughter is not.
She gonna be in the dorm room.
So go to college. Like, you not closing the door in my house at 18. My daughter's not doing that. No.
Oh.
No, sir. Your house better be free. If my daughter can go to your house and do it, she doing cool. But she not doing it in my house, bro. No. My daughter not getting killed in my crib, bro. It's not happening, bro. So I don't know what you talking about, homie.
Motherfuckers
fuck
be
is
doing
you
shit
talking
on couches, be doing shit in
Listen,
closets.
just
The
'cause
door
y'all
be
parents-
open and they still do
Just
shit.
'cause y'all parents let y'all get crushed.
But don't y'all parents. I didn't have a boyfriend until I couldn't have a boyfriend until I was older. But
That explains a lot.
no, I was. What do you
Because
mean?
you trying to catch up now.
I'm not trying to catch up. Fuck you. What I'm trying to say is, listen, close or open doors. If them kids trying to get shit done, they gonna get shit done, and that's all I say about that.
Nah. You tell
If it makes you feel better
You
into the
tell on
door
yourself.
open, I'm not telling on myself.
Nah, my daughter ain't closing no doors. Ain't no doors closing in my house. Fuck out of here with that shit.
All right, this is not even a parenting question. This is just a
My name
question.
gonna be Jerry too. Everybody named
Jerry with an eye.
Yeah, with an eye. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
cute.
put the-
Jerry with an
put the-
eye.
And I'm gonna put the little.
I knew a girl
Beyonce
named Jerry
shit,
with the
little-
eye, too.
The little Beyonce shit on it. You know a lot of people.
I
You
know
wanna talk-
people. I know a lot of people.
you
Keep
want,
it.
you want to talk about who in the room?
Yeah, you. How you doing, sir?
No, it's four of us here.
We got another question.
It's four of us here.
No,
1, 2,
2, 3.
And preach.
Preach. There you go.
It's
The
fine.
engineer.
What's
Their
your
camera's
name,
off, man. Come on.
What's your name, miss? Oh, I hear the giggle. What's your name?
Yo, we
No,
got
because a lot of
we
people
have another
like live.
question.
No, time out though.
We have another
A lot of
question.
people like live, but you
No,
here.
you don't.
I never seen this before.
Yo,
I never seen this type of energy before. Bringing you here, you? This shit is crazy. Come over here, sit right here. I gotta talk to you. Come sit
Yo,
right here.
can we ask a final question? You disrupted
shut
the
fuck up for a
podcast?
second.
No.
It's not your birthday. It's my birthday. You come the fuck up. I need to talk to you. Sit right here. I need
No.
to talk to you. Because
No.
he's been saying shit, and a lot of people been feeling a certain way. But
What?
you're here. A lot of people feel away.
it's my cousin, bro.
That's not your cousin.
You
That
guys
is
bugging.
not your cousin. He said he loved you and that your
What?
thing tastes good. You told me. You said that. That's what you said. Here's your information. I got the
Yo, I
text.
can't get to
Let me
the last
Let me
question.
show you a text.
Let me see.
Yeah, Yo, what's your name, miss?
Yo,
What is it? What is your name?
she don't have a name.
Sook. Sue. Sue.
Yo,
SUE. Oh, that's what's up. Where you from? Queens. Where you from?
yo, you get back to the show.
Pardon me,
I'll
homie.
ask this last
Could you
question.
pardon me, homie?
Cause it's a
Where
good
you from,
question.
though?
You must have a good question.
No, we coming to that.
This is good sauce
no,
right here.
Listen, we coming to that.
This
I
question
need
is for you
I need
right
to
here.
Understand because
I had a good question for
no,
you.
I got you, but you only date light skinned women.
No.
Sue, where you from? You from Brooklyn or Queens?
That's my cousin, man.
You from Queens? What
That's
part of
my
Queens?
cousin. Yo,
Ridgewood? Oh shit!
Ridgewood.
Ridge. Skirt. Do you drive? Do you drive? What you drive, girl?
I'm answering questions.
Huh? Yo, shut the fuck. Why can't I talk? I'm talking to Sue. I'm
Cause
trying
it's
to get to
messing
know
up the
Sue.
show. Nobody
It's
knows.
not messing up the show. They loving it. The
me see.
views are going up. The comments are going up. Let's relax for a second. Sue, what the fuck do you drive, Sue? I'm trying to talk to you right now. What do you drive?
I don't live there. I live in Cali.
That's perfect. What do you drive?
A Tahoe.
A Tahoe. Big, the big one? Oh shit. The fuck? What do you do for a living, Sue? What do you do for a living, Sue? That's what I want to know. What do you do for a living?
I used to be in the Navy, but I work with the Navy now.
You work with the who?
The Navy.
With the Navy? Oh, you getting that real money. You get oh y'all. Oh, I gotta tell you, you got good taste.
That's my
motherfucker.
cousin, bro.
No, you got good taste. You got good taste. I ain't gonna lie. You got the little Gucci hat on, Gucci shoes too. With the Louis bag, yo, you broke hoes don't got no chance. I can tell you this right now. Yo, ain't that you Rasta pasta hoes ain't got shit on lock. That nigga eating steak tonight.
Yo, stop, son.
Yo, he said
You
give
ain't
me
need to
five.
get the
He give me
questions,
five
son.
for everything. I'm
Nah,
saying.
because I don't leave you hanging. So I'm just-
Yo, so now I get it. No, now I get it. You know, you in a whole different tax bracket.
Like I said, this
Beautiful
is hot
young
seat.
woman.
Yeah, I know, it's like the hot seat.
This is fucking
getting hot in here.
crazy. You got baby hair, bitch. Take your hat off. Take your hat off. Let me see.
Yo.
Take your fucking hat off one time. Take your. I'm telling you, don't let me do it to you. Take your hat off.
Yo, come on,
Take
get to the
your
show.
hat off right now. I need to see.
No.
I need to see here because I lost mine. I need to see yours. Where's yours at? Take the hat off. Lift the hat.
Can we
up.
get to the last question?
Can I see her hair?
Can we get to
The
the last
baby
question?
hair? Can I
Can we
see
get-
the baby hair? Can I just see the baby hair? If you give me the baby hair, I'm gonna leave.
Yo, was Sushi
I'm
come in the
leaving
room?
Oh shit! No, ladies, I'll tell you right now. Yo, listen, pack this shit up. If you like live, just stop. Don't inbox him. Don't DM. Don't black. Yeah, but stop. Just stop. All right.
Yo.
I'm trying to tell y'all something. I can see what's in the room.
Nigga,
I don't want to.
Garrison
I don't want to pull
chills.
her over
Somebody
here.
told you what a heart's been
I
broken
can
in
see
1
what's
week.
going on. No, listen, Amanda killed people yesterday, but live today.
Amanda, the other
I'm
one, what's the other
telling
one
you-
name too?
Oh, Shalia.
Shalia,
Oh
not
my,
Shalia, that's Shalia,
she was laid on the back, like who that? Who that?
The one you make a post, the one you made a post about the other day.
Who that?
Dang, I'm drawing a blank. Siobhan.
Oh, Siobhan. No, she took over the world. She took over the world.
Siobhan.
But this is crazy right here. This is a beautiful young woman right here. Wow. How old are you, miss?
Yo,
You 30 with them good teeth? Let me see your teeth go like this. Ooh. What the fuck is going on today? That's the new Gucci season, too. That's brand new.
That's
Damn, my
fast,
G.
man.
Yo, you doing good, my G.
I'm not doing anything,
nah,
sir.
I'm proud of you, my
So I'm
G.
not giving you a pen. Now
fuck
leave
these
you
broke
out.
hoes.
Now leave you out, son.
Yo,
come on, son.
fuck these broke hoes.
Yo.
Yo, come here. Come here, we can move on. We can move on right
Alright,
now.
Lou. That's Lou voice. Yeah, son. I had a good fire question.
Nah,
I took
son,
the
these
Lou
broke
Messer
hoes
out,
got you
son.
fucked up, my G. They
I
got
don't
you
know about
fucked.
broke
They
hoes,
trying to
G.
take you to Applebee's. That's fucking
I
corny.
go to
Ocean
BBQ
Prime,
still,
my G.
B.
No, Ocean
You heard?
Prime. You ain't doing no roster.
Shout out to BBQ, you heard?
Ocean Prime, get that steak. You know what I mean? This is what it is, baby.
Oh,
This is what it is. Wow.
shout out to BB. I thought I deleted everything.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yo,
Damn,
this
see?
is crazy. Nah, son, you won today. You can
Nah,
act
I
whatever
ain't
you
win.
want to act. This is crazy. Listen, now, I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm going live later. This is crazy. Go ahead, live.
Yo, I was.
You blushing?
Cause she bad.
No,
what type of watch is that, man? What type of watch is that? That's a Michael Kors?
Look.
Shorty, stop that. All right? Don't let that happen. A fucking game. Don't let that happen again. Don't let that happen. A fucking game. I almost shipped your ass right to Rasta land. Don't let that happen. A
The funny
fucking
thing, I said,
Niggas are Rastafari.
that Michael Kors.
Yo, where you from, though?
No, let's go, son. Come on,
You
man.
better not be like
Hey, yo,
trendy
come
or
on,
nothing
bro.
like that. Are you trendy? You what? Bayesian? Barbados.
From Barbados. She's
I
Bayesian.
didn't know.
Rihanna.
Oh shit, you were Rihanna? No. Go ahead, lie.
All right, this is the question I wanted to ask. It's not even pertaining to parenting. What do you think is?
Are these fucking imaginary kids you fucking giving me, son?
Yes, I want y'all to have some kids already, and I be needing advice too, cause I don't be knowing what to do with my kids. I'm a deadbeat dad and shit. But what do you think is harder in this day and age, like maintaining a healthy marriage or a healthy co-parenting situation?
Let's put the ice out for that.
What do you think is harder?
A healthy co-parenting has to be harder.
Definitely.
Has to be harder. 1,000%.
Why
There's
though?
no debate.
I know why I
Because-
think that.
Because I'm just guessing, you know what I mean? Because that's not what I do. But you got a person that you loved on the other end that might be that will be moving on with their life, with their love life, and then you still got to maintain that relationship for your child, even while watching or being introduced to another male or female that they're dealing with and having to deal with them as well. So it's like playing the perfect game and then they're still drafting. It's like being LeBron James and they're still drafting another player in that play your position. It's like, what the fuck you need him for? I'm here. So it's like, it's confusing for a lot of people to watch that. You know what I mean? I feel like co-parenting is good when you both are single and just dating and fucking cool. But once you start liking someone to the point where you got to introduce them to the other partner and then still hope that the co-parenting is the same, that might alter things because he like, damn, look at this fucking it might bring up different emotions and all that shit.
I think it's harder because I think co-parenting is harder because it's like a person. You got to deal with a person that you used to love, that you trying not to love, right? Mm-hmm. But you got to deal with them for the rest of your fucking life now. So like, even if you don't want nothing to do with the person, you still got to deal with them some type of way, some type of form, and you got to try to, even if it ended negatively, like the relationship, you got to try to remain positive for your kids. Yeah. So you looking at something that was probably negative to you, right, or the whole situation was, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. But we got to try to put on our best adult game to stay positive in front of our children or child, so and try to raise, so it won't affect them. What happened in our situation won't spill into the kids. Right. That's why I think it's way harder because at least in the marriage, you actually still love the person, and you just going through your roller coasters together.
But
marriage is hard. But I'm saying
marriage is fucking hard.
But I'm saying like
because marriage is hard, man. Marriage
how
is
you married?
Thing. Huh?
You married?
I've been married.
Since when? I ain't come to the wedding.
I've been married.
I ain't come to the wedding.
I've been married. Wow. I've been married. But marriage is
crazy.
Is hard.
You know
Marriage is hard. Nobody knows. Marriage is hard.
I didn't see a certificate.
I don't have that.
You're lying.
Maybe. But marriage is hard, though. Marriage is hard because you're both going through your own changes. You know what I mean? You're going through your own changes, your own growth spurts, and somehow you got to still be one. You got to be unison throughout it all. So marriage is fucking a hard thing. It's not impossible, but it's hard, and that's why I think a lot of men don't get married.
It's
Because
bigger
I feel
reason.
like they meet their woman, and it's like she knows him, but he don't fuck with her in that way to want to be one with her. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to deal with a chick. You could deal with her. Well, I could fuck you and call you and text you every day, but I can't be one with you. That's a big thing to like. You want to be one with somebody? When I'm hurt, you're hurt. When I cry, you cry. That's a big thing, bro. That's huge. And I feel like that's also a scary thing because you gotta hope someone understands some of the things that you're going through and some of the things that you're dealing with, and see your point of view. Because some people are so combative and debatable or whatever when it comes to situations. That's like, I don't want to explain this shit. Like, you understand, to this person. I hope they will understand. So marriage is a big deal because people are going through different things throughout life for whatever reason, through pregnancy, through fucking relationships, through career wise, whatever, and you still got to be unison throughout the whole shit. So yeah, marriage is tough. That's not for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna make it through that. And well, first we gotta get there. But everybody ain't gonna make it through that. That's a fact.
Tanya? You hear the question again?
And I'll probably sound very ignorant because I don't have children, but I would imagine maintaining a healthy marriage to be harder than maintaining a healthy co-parenting situation. And I say that because at least in a co-parenting situation, you have that separation, you have that break from the person. You're not in the same house with the person. You don't have to deal with them 24/7. There's communication on the phone. There's some texting. You see them from time to time. You have a lot of time apart. With marriage, you're all hands in. Like, good day, bad day, up, down. You got to come home and lay in the same bed with this person. You got to deal with everything. Like, and I think I imagine it to be harder to be with somebody that, how should I say? I think it's harder to be with somebody that you could walk away from at any time, rather than to just, if I have a child with you, that's it. It's a done deal. Like, there's nothing else. I have no other choice. I literally have no other choice but to make it work. But I think it's harder for marriage because now I think it places a different strain because you're like, I don't have to stay here. So you're always sitting there constantly battling, trying to make this shit work all the time. And then you also run the risk of losing a lot of shit when you married. If shit goes haywire and you split, motherfuckers losing their assets, they're losing their pension, they're losing a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, co-parenting, somebody can put on child support. But like, imagine losing to somebody you don't even have no fucking blood relation to. I think it's like, I gotta make this shit work because this bitch, I didn't have to fucking take you on this date, but I'm about to lose half my pension to you. I just think it's
But a lot of people don't have shit. So also that.
Since we're being hypotheticals,
Right.
hypothetically speaking, y'all came together, y'all have unison, and y'all have all this good shit. Y'all buying a house, y'all got cars. You probably get some businesses. You got a good job. She got a good job. I got 401ks, pensions, a whole bunch of shit going on in the ideal marriage. So it's put all the effort into that shit and have that shit build up, to have it fall apart because motherfuckers can't see it. I think it's hard to maintain that. At least with co-parenting, we just gotta be decent for the child. Make sure the motherfucker gets some stuff for school. You show up with some shit. We be cordial to a point where, I don't have to see you 24/7, but to deal with a motherfucker, you gotta see 24/7. You could lose half of the hard-earned shit. I think it's a different type of strain that comes with it.
I think that's crazy though, like, cause I think like within marriage, it's like, for like people that's married, I don't think they're thinking about like losing half throughout the shit. Like, I think like it's more like adjustments. You know what I mean? It's more like what could I do to make this go smoother type of shit. You know what I mean? It's that becomes your day to day. You know what I mean? Like, how could I understand what the fuck this person is talking about? Because most of the shit, I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit, bro. Like, a lot of shit does not affect me, bro, at all. So it's like, to know that your job moving forward is to care about the shit that possibly don't affect you, but that affects someone else. You understand? And understand why it affects them. That's fucking hard. Because for me, I don't care about anything. No, I really don't care about anything. So it's like,
but that's the respect
honestly,
part,
that's
right?
fair.
But
Like,
that's the respect. That's the compromise and the
I gotta care
respect.
about shit I don't want to care about. Like, it's a different type.
I said that before.
Different type of fucking stress.
But at the end of the day,
that's crazy.
The best part about it,
and I think that
you could walk away scot free with no attachment.
Marriage.
In the other situation,
no, wait, you said marriage, baby.
In the other situation, though, you got stuck with somebody for life. You stuck with them for life, no matter what.
Oh yeah, kids wise.
Yeah, as I'm saying, like,
over.
even after
But
even after you lose some assets, sometimes
you're stuck with
sometimes
them.
the loss is
You're stuck
better
with them
if
you
you
don't
know what I'm
see
saying.
them 24/7 though.
Sometimes the L.
Sometimes you gotta take the L, like, for your own sanity.
You
You can't put a price on
three or
sanity.
four marriages.
Yeah, you can't put a price
lifestyle.
on sanity. So if you really
Yeah,
stressing me
sanity,
out,
yeah.
I take half of whatever, get the fuck out of my life.
Yeah.
And then they done. You ain't
Yeah.
gotta deal with them no more.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You can't do that with the damn co-parenting situation or whatever. Like, you can't be like, you know what? Fuck them kids, and like, 'cause then you look like a bad parent and everything too.
I think. Sorry to cut you off. I think that's what fuck up a lot of marriages. That people forget, like, you gotta care too about what's affecting them. Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't know their history. For me, it was different. I was raised in the hood, so everything was like, the only thing that affects you is like violence or somebody violating. That's something you gotta address right then and there, nigga. I'm coming outside right now. Like, besides that, it's like everything else is like your opinion of me or you not supporting me. It's like,
It doesn't matter.
I'm totally okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
All the extra
but for
emotions
somebody
and
else,
stuff like that.
it might be something different. Like, I can't believe this person ain't come or this person ain't, and it might hurt. And women are like that. You know what I mean? Women have a
emotional.
But not even that. But women, I would say is more acknowledgeable of the people that possibly didn't. You know what I mean? Opposed to the people that did. You understand? Men aren't like that. Men are more understanding. Like, me and you spoke. Oh, black. I got shit. Nah, you know what? That makes sense. That's your man, bro. You gotta go over there. You understand? To a point where a woman would have been like, like, how you gonna pick that over me?
Yeah.
Like, they would step back. Like, how you gonna, and it's like, that's what marriage is like. Marriage is like, you gotta understand all these decisions and emotions and outcomes of the next person that might not even tickle your fucking feather, bro. That might not even bother you in the
You gotta
worst
respect
way.
things you don't give a fuck about, don't care about. I say that all the time, man. That's part of being an adult. Respect is something that your partner cares about, but you don't. But you just gotta be like, okay, I understand.
And then you gotta, whole wheat toast, bro.
Whole wheat toast is good.
Whole wheat toast with avocado on top.
Avocado. That's feeling.
I love avocado toast is my shit. You know what I mean?
That's
But
feeling.
it make you try new things, yo. You know what I mean? It could be good for you.
Try a little turkey bacon sandwich with avocado.
I'm not allowed to do bacon anything.
No?
Bacon
Wow.
is no good.
Wow.
High in cholesterol.
Turkey bacon?
Even turkey bacon. High in cholesterol. We don't do bacon in my house.
Oh, can't eat breakfast there. I won't be eating breakfast there. So,
That's a fact.
but all right. So I went with co-parent. You went with marriage, and you went with
Co-parent.
co-parenting also, right?
Pilar want to know if they can see soup.
No, there's nobody here.
Oh,
We close
Pilar,
with,
nobody's here.
Black is good. You talking to yourself the whole time.
Pilar, nobody's here.
You should be a ventriloquist. Yeah, we at the end of our show, man.
I can tell y'all this right now.
We at the end of our show, you heard?
ladies, save yourself the fucking time.
Tanya, let's start wrapping up.
Bad. She is beautiful, girl.
Y'all need
Let me see your face.
cookie number 4.
Yeah. Oh, she
I'm
did
gonna
a
get my
little.
shit done.
Cute
this
girl
week.
shit though.
My shit fucked up.
You've been saying that for
Yeah,
the past
that's
3 years.
crazy.
I know, but I'm about to take Callie out the car.
That's
She's soon.
crazy.
So I'm
You've
about
been
to get
When
saying
y'all go out on
That's
dates,
3
like,
years,
who
no
pays?
exaggeration.
Shit.
Like, do you pay some and he pay some?
You throwing your voice?
No, I'm just asking. Do you pay something? He pay something? Or
50, 50.
Motherfucker! If you go 50-50 with that, if you go 50-50 with that, you have what? You have made it, my guy.
I ain't even bring my wallet outside today.
My God. Yeah. Sue. This is my last question. I swear to God. This is my last. This is my last. I swear to God.
Man.
You got any kids? How many? Oh, that's a one. Yo. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers out here with 6. Yo, you doing your thing. Yo, bro, I'm proud of you, bro.
What?
If I ain't tell you, I'm proud of you, bro. You doing the right fucking thing. I thought you was making up a person. Yo, I'm proud of you, bro. This is the real fucking deal right there.
That's too
I mean, put the Louis bag on the floor. That's a real fucking. I'm proud of you, man.
It's fake, man.
I'm proud of you. Talk your shit, girl. Come over here. Come on camera. Come on camera, fam.
No, you
trying
gotta
to
get that
stun on you.
shit.
No, he trying to stun on you. Come here, girl. He trying to
No, you
stun.
gotta get your
Come here.
ass on camera.
Yo, that's yo. I'm proud. Yo,
She ain't gonna come on camera. Just turn the camera towards it.
yo.
No, stop. Good.
I almost did it. But that's my
Yeah.
friend. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, Tanya. So throw your shout outs out.
Shout out to everybody tuning into the show. I'm gonna be better next week. I promise you guys. Level Up Wash 347-356-4055. Support that man this week. I'll see y'all next week.
Handsome15 Instagram, Craven Moorhead Facebook. Thank you for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You like the content, like,
This
share,
name Craving
follow.
More Head. What made you come up with this name? Craving More Head. Like, what does that mean?
I think it's self-explanatory.
Got you. So is it from multiple or is it from an individual? Like, what is it?
Huh? I understand the question.
Craving More Head. When you're
It was
craving
just
more
a- it
head,
was just a name.
Is it from multiple people or is it from an individual
No,
person?
no.
Like, is
Nobody
this a
wants-
subliminal message
Nobody
to one
want more
person?
head from a lot of people. Like,
Oh, you don't
them
want
days
more
is
head
over.
from okay.
Hell no.
You don't want the corona.
No, I don't want the corona.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, finish your shot.
That's it, man. What I was about to say. Oh, yo, if you need a good tax man, I got a tax man. His name is Sa. Holla at me. I'll drop his number in the
How long
comments.
you
I
been doing
need it.
taxes this year?
No, he's not one of them. He messed with my taxes. I don't play with my money. It's good bread, though.
Oh, if he fuck with your taxes,
Yeah.
I would definitely use it.
He good bread. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is you coming to what's the name? Next month?
Next month. I could.
Let
I'm
me
gonna try
know.
to bust it out though.
Let me know.
Could.
Let me know about that. Before I give my shout outs out, Sue, you got any sisters or anything? Because people are asking in the comments.
Shout out to Sue.
Is there any
Sue,
sisters?
Sue.
Is there any sisters?
I do.
You do? How
Y'all
many?
call her Sue Sue.
One sister, older or younger?
Older.
How old?
She's 36.
Yo.
36? God dang, that's a good age. How many kids she got?
She got none.
She don't got none? Bitch! We gonna talk in a little bit. I got some friends for her. We gonna talk in a little bit. But yo, listen. Special birthday shout out to Angel Moore. Special birthday shout out to Crystal Royale. Special birthday shout out to Jasmine Cross. Special birthday shout out to myself, the big drip, the swag dad, the drip bitch that is I. Special birthday shout out to my man DJ Sir Manny. Special birthday shout out to my bro Op. You know what I mean? All my Pisces, my barber JoJo. Special birthday shout out. It's my guy. Yesterday was unbelievable. I am deeply appreciative of everyone that showed up, that showed face. For those that took advantage of getting in free before 5 and open bar before 5, I appreciate y'all for sticking around, waiting for the crowd to get there. On the 20th, I understand yesterday was kind of like it was a fuzzy day. It was a lot going on. So there's a few people that couldn't make it, that wanted to make it. Therefore, it is my duty to do a B-Day finale. So Friday, March 20th, we are starting. What the fuck?
Corona over here.
Friday, March 20th, while she trying to kill us, we're doing I Love Free Hookah Fridays. We're starting I Love Free Hookah Fridays at Lotus in Queens. It is the same address as Old Bar, but it's downstairs on the street level. So it's directly side to side of that club. I Love Free Hookah. Women with the groups of 4 or more, we get a free hookah. It'll be open bar, top shelf before 12. So it is imperative that you come there early and get right. You could drink for free and smoke hookah for fucking free. And then the crowd will come after 12. You know, the dudes will come out, bust the bottles and all that shit. If you want to celebrate a birthday, DM me. We're going to work that out, do what we got to do. Shalia, it is not your birthday, so I'm not going to shout you out, but your birthday is the 26th or the 27th. We're going to do Shalia birthday at Lotus, you know, with the same situation. We already spoke about that. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that came out and those that didn't come out. It is cool. People are adults. You got things to do, places to be. And I ain't going to tell anybody to turn down money to come spend money. So if you got to do your thing, do your thing. But for those that wanted to show love, here's a second chance to do so. Friday, March 20th, Lotus. Pull up for your boy. I Love Free Hookah Fridays at Lotus Lounge. You know what I mean? I go by the name of I Am Black Success. We'll be here every Sunday, 7 p.m. I'm flyer than a motherfucker. Outfits out of this fucking world. GT Rolex whenever I both flex. A lot of Cuban on me, a lot of gold.
Yo,
I got a lot of outfits. Shit is crazy. I'm international. I touch continents. Like, you know, this is what we do over here, man. The swag dad. The drip bitch. Yeah, this is I. This is me. All right, preach. Give me the fuck.
Y'all been waiting too long, so I came back this time with a new song. Same old attitude, wanting y'all to sing along. What we talking about? Fill it up and put that thing on. Know we got that brown, holy water. Watch it, y'all been sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgia, rock it. Every Sunday at 7, yeah, you can't stop it. Like, share, follow, don't forget to comment. Getting baptized by every topic. Heard we the best, but I ain't the one that gossip. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it. Black, blessed, la, pop it. Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it. Black, blessed, la, pop it. Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it. Black, blessed, la.